Alright, if you've been watching my videos, you can tell I'm back out here in the garage. Let's see, end of January. And here's my next winter garage project. This is my 1953 Minneapolis Moline ZB. 67th one off the assembly line. Serial number 062000067, I think. I don't know if you can read that or not. But one of the early ones. Just recently I saw somebody, I think on Facebook, that had one that was serial number 15, but sometime in its life it had been cobbled. And I'm guessing maybe here on this, these bolt holes here on the side, they built a frame and had converted it to V8. A V8, they think. It didn't have an engine in it, but it had an odd framework. But anyway, as you can tell, I've got a weight bracket here on the front. Go street pipe. Pulling hitch back here in the back. This is the tractor I've done most of my antique pulling with. For the most part, this is, except for the back wheels, these are not the original wheels. I think I painted the engine once, painted the radiator because we put a new core in it at one time. But yeah, it came with a brushed on paint job when I got it. I'll get into more of the history of it, but first project, first priority. I know this tire here, the tube has got a slow leak in it. The main project is this bad boy right here, and I'll show you what we're up against. I don't think that's going to buff out. The old girl's been sitting in the barn for quite a while, and it dry rotted and split out. And in fact, I knew it had this spot. If you can see that, or I knew it had this spot that I was a little worried about. I don't think there was one on the inner side. I think it was just this one spot here that I knew about that I was always kind of worried about. And I went out the shed a year or so ago and noticed this thing had split clear out and the tube was bulging way out. So this is the tractor that I had my Christmas lights on this year. I had my Rudolph sitting up here. I had Hermie the elf sitting there. I had Santa Claus sitting up there in the seat. Walk over here. I don't know if we can see him out the window or not. Yeah, Rudolph's tired. He's taking a nap, and there's Santa Claus. And Hermie's got his unpainted head to us. But we also added the Abominable Snowman. I want to redo Santa's head and make it look more like the Santa Claus from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But that's a different garage project. Back to the tractor. So hasn't run in quite a few years because one of the last pulls I had it at, I think I blew a head gasket. I lost a lot of power and I had a funny puffing noise coming from one of the back cylinders, and it got backed into the barn, and I tried resealing old head gaskets a few times with no luck. So the plan is later this afternoon, I don't know if we can see out this window or not. Oh, I don't know if let's see. Let's see down where is it? Oh, right there. There it is. There's my trailer. Probably gonna get real shaky. But there on the front of the trailer is another set of Kelly 13.6/38 on 9-bolt wheels. We're gonna go get those here in a little bit, and I've already got all the. I got 3 of the lug bolts left in it, just as kind of a safety. It is popped loose. You see the gap down there. The wheel is popped off the hub, ready to come off. But until I'm ready to move it, it's going to stay like that. I got my jack under there. Got some blocking. All those 2x are all nailed together, so no chance of. I don't think they're nailed. I think they're screwed together. Either way, that's a solid crib underneath there. And the head of the jack is actually captured up in between this cross place. Well, no, not really. Anyway, it's not. It can't kick out the side because this angle sticks out farther than the head of the jack. So I feel pretty good. I've also got some blocks behind the wheels, keep it from moving. But yeah, so that's my next. I want to get that changed, and then we'll probably get my son out here to help me push it, and we're gonna Austin power this thing over up in here, kind of where I'm standing, get it up in here, and then I'll have to move all of this back to that back corner behind the tractor, and then we'll try to get it tucked in back there. And then once I get the tractor on that side, then just to keep because that set of Kelly's is a nice match set of tires, we'll swap this one out. It's really disappointing because they were a pretty good set of pulling tires, except like the first time I went to load this thing, I was backing it on the trailer, I think, and you can see all these lugs. This is the worst one. I just peeled the top of the lugs off, like first or second pull I had them at. But back when I was pulling the percentage pulls with it, the class I pulled it in, it was a very consistent top 5 finisher. Knowing now what I know about pulling, what I should have done back then is not worried about putting any weight on the front and just lower the hitch a little bit to balance it out. Get it just another 100 or 200 pounds lighter, made for a little better percentage. Buddy of mine I used to pull against had an Oliver 77. That thing was tough. He had a dang good set of tires, and he had it balanced out, and he was just a couple 100 pounds. I think by the time I got done getting it as light as I could, moving the battery out the front and some stuff, he was just like 100 or 150 pounds lighter than I was, and he would only get me by maybe 1% or 2%. Distance-wise, we were always almost identical. So if I could have dropped that weight, lowered the hitch to balance it, I think I could have got him. But hindsight is always 20/20 or better. But the goal is I want to get this bad boy going. So I got another one for the 2021 PGR show in Rushville, Indiana. If you're watching this and you're a Moline guy, please come out. We'd love to have you there. Hopefully COVID goes away and we can have the show. But I'm looking for a really good turnout. So hopefully I see you there, and you get to hear this puppy run in person. Anyway, I gotta get the tire changed. I'll be back.